This is Goku-san, DBZ, and this is Saturday evening I'm filming this, and here's a comic I promised about 2 months ago, or month ago, whatever, to review, and that is the first issue of Descender. Now this is a special variant cover that was exclusive to Books A Million. I picked it up with issue 1 as well. Now those are the only two individuals I was able to get hold of. Both were on clearance at Books A Million, with some other single issue comics that I will be reviewing in the near future. But here it is. And I will officially announce tomorrow, on Sunday, I will officially be changing back to Top 10 Sunday from Top 12 Sunday. And here it is. Descender issue 1. Now, as you can see, really cool and very interesting design and layout compared to others. And first thing you're going to notice here is that the artwork is very different than a lot of other comics I've seen. Definitely a more current. They went with a little bit more classier type art design and style to it. Has a much more of a, I guess you could say, like oil paint type look and design to it. It's a very unique art design. I've seen some like artists in the 90s experimenting with this style. Now this particular like style of animation and comic book drawings is actually much more of a, I guess you could say, a European style type art feel. You can find this in maybe some comics in like France and in England and places. More so than normally you would find here in America. As we can see, this guy is waking up to find out some very interesting news. And we're in sort of, I guess, you could say, a dystopia type future. Well, a cross between a dystopia and utopia, if can be such a thing. Here's a cool 2-page layout of this giant mechanical being. And yes, that is insanely large, to say the least. But very beautiful. And I also like very much the coloration. Now, normally in my reviews anymore, I try to act really funny and stuff, but in this one I can't really be as sarcastic and nutty as I am with some of the others. I'm looking at this from a little bit more of a professional standpoint. It's just that the artwork just amazes me how beautiful it is, and how different the coloration is compared to a lot of other comics. If you notice, there's like a lot of white and black, and there's also a lot of other stuff, such as, well, yeah, like here we have a little bit more of like black with like white grays, and of course a little bit of like blue in the shades to go with the environment, basically. It is quite fascinating and interesting, though, and refreshing to see this style, a more oil painting style artwork in a comic book, because you don't really get this too much. Now, of course, this particular comic series is actually done by Image Comics, which of course is famous for obviously the Spawn series, the Max, and a few other pretty well-known series. Now this boy wakes up and discovers that he is actually in fact a robot. I guess you could say a lot of elements in this comic, what reminds me of somewhat is the movie directed by Steven Spielberg called AI, Artificial Intelligence. There's just certain similarities, like for instance he ends up with this like interesting robot companion, which kind of feels sort of like, you know, the teddy bear robot in AI. But yeah, there's just a lot of elements that reminds me very much so of the more futuristic tone and style art direction that Spielberg went, which was very un-Spielberg-like. Which, of course, that movie was done actually in honor of a passed-away friend of his. Now, I'll quit going on and on about that. But yeah, as you can see, like this future, a lot of mankind has starting to become fearful from robots, and realizing that man needs to stop relying quite so much on technology with many other things. But it's truly a great science fiction piece of art here. It has a great story, interesting characters, beautiful art design, great tones, and all around just a really beautiful comic. I can't say, honestly, anything negative about Descender. Now, I actually ended up getting the graphic novel, which is all 6 issues in one novel collection. In the future, I may review the actual novel. And believe it or not, you can pick it up for $9.99 at basically any comic book store. But that is Descender issue number 1 comic book review. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoy getting to see the cool art design, and very unique compared to most American done comics. And of course, as I said, it's from Image Comics, which was co-founded by, of course, Todd McFarlane. But I hope you enjoyed that, and stay tuned for a couple of other future reviews. And I'm working on a special Street Fighter comic book that just came out this past week. I will be reviewing this week. Tomorrow I will reveal the design and stuff. But for now, here's a couple of other future comic book reviews that I'm working on. Oh yeah, follow me at twitter.com/GokuSunDBZ, and of course googleplus.com/GokuSunDBZ. Please thumbs up this video, subscribe, share if you like this, and leave me a comment. Tell me if you've read Descender, or if you're really big into science fiction stuff. I highly recommend you check out this series. If you want money-wise, I would recommend go for the graphic novel, which has all 6 issues in it, for $10. And that's really a really good deal for 6 issues. But here is some future ones I'm working on. Issue number 3 of Descender, which is also a special variant from Books A Million. The other 2 right now I'm working on are also issue 257 of Spawn, which that is gorgeous. I thought it was about time I do a few more. Voyage to the center of hell instead of Earth. And the other one, the first issue of a special miniseries, which is now up to issue number 4, Batman and Ninja Turtles. Yep, what a heck of a crossover. And I hope you enjoy that in the future. And these will be the next 3 comic book reviews that I'm working on. So stay tuned for that and for tomorrow's Top 10 Sunday. And until next time, I'll see you all again in YouTube land soon enough.